Alrighty, we got ourselves a nice little casket here. Hopefully it's a mimic, but beggars can't be choosers. This will be our 10th clue. Let's see here. Yeah, this is gonna be number 10. It's 1 out of 15 to get a mimic, so hopefully we just get it. That'd be great. We did not just get it, but we got a hood, so I don't know how much this will go for. It's a hood. It's a green hood. Can it just be level 4 one time? Like, it's always when you do the CA, it just never fucking like actually connects. All right, let's try this out. All right, and now the hard part. Why is the hard part? I'd like to shout out my wonderful throw. I have no idea what happened. Like, most of the time I was just like piecing out on the side. I got fortunate that, like, I think basically every blood barrage was on prayer, so very lucky for me as well. I'm glad to get this out of the way. A pretty difficult one, but the thrall does just like chip away at it as long as you are on top of your prayer points. Okay, now that we have a trusty Void Waker from the chamber splits, we can try Whisper one more time. Okay, very quick. Very nice Venge. Why not? Oh my god, again with this stupid bug. What the fuck? So apparently if you use the quiver, the Vanderbolt is like, I don't fucking know where the ammo is. Oh, okay. Let's just try one time with Void Wakers. Oh, what's that? Yes, we got a 201 with the reclined gamer pose. Very cool. Very cool. I'm so glad to get this out of the way. 201. I think I needed to hit 205. Void Waker came through clutch at the end, so very happy with that buy. The real reason I got Void Waker was to do the Phantom Muspa speed time for the smite skip. So at some point in the future, I'll be pursuing that as well. I'm just so glad to get this out of the way. It's such an RNG task. Less than 205. And we got 201. Very cool. And now we could do this boss normally. I'm very grateful to be able to. Not have to worry about anything. Just chilling. Vibing. What? Oh, that's right. Because the Awakened Whisperer also counts. We'll do one more kill. Just because. But that is the ultimate, completely finished, all Desert Treasure 2 combat achievements. Completely done. We'll do one more though for the nice clean 50 kills. Okay. Sure. The 50th kill is an Awakener's Orb. One that's actually, we could try to use this on Duke, and maybe I'll finally pull the Magus Vestige. That would be hilarious. Let's try to use it. Wow. Not a single acid trail. No Magus Vestige. Lucky. Okay, let's see how bad this is, or how good it is. with a solo and accumulation charm. Wow, that's insanely quick. What the fuck? That's unbelievably fast, man. Just like everything else in Dead Man, it really is about finding people. Okay, there's a Volcano CA for killing a golem. Yo, one hit off is criminal there. Unfortunate. Okay, this is a pretty funny one coming up. I would never recommend anyone do this, but this is a solo Volcano kill. And you do get MVP for it. This took way too long though. I don't even know how long it took. But you do become like the ultimate hero for this. For what it's worth. So we got like 2 free little CAs for this, and the rest is to do perfect, which 5 times in a row, and 25 kills, which I'm never doing. So well, never doing solo, I would say. Eventually we gotta find people to do this with, and it'll be fine. Okay, so this is a very sketchy one. We're going to be doing the Jad challenges, but it's not that the Jad challenges are sketchy by themselves. Is that there's one where you can't have anything in your inventory and you have to kill 3 Jads. That's very sketchy. And then we'll try to do 3 and 5 Jad speed runs, which is just like 3 and 5 minutes respectively. And then we'll do the 5 and 6 Jads, or try to, with the Scorching Bow. This is what I wanted to do, like everything that was kind of difficult that was range related, but we'll see how well it actually stacks up in Deadman mode, if it's as good as I expect it to be. But yeah, we're going to be going straight into the Inferno area and trying not to get clapped right away. Hopefully no one's there. Probably it'll be completely fine, and then we will just do that CA. All is good. Even puts me behind like a pillar here right next to the bank, which is very convenient actually. And this area is also decently safe. I don't know if you can barrage over the fence, so no idea. I did get my prayer up to 125 with the ancient mace in the house, so we have that going for us as well. Here's the sketch part. Now I am left with literally nothing. I have this, so I'm going to a cabbage patch if I have to, and if someone's there at a farming patch, then God bless. Congratulations. Okay, let's try to pull this off. Damn, I missed one flick while running. I'm not used to having to run like that. No one's here, feeling decently safe, but I would like to just be able to get this over with, of course. Scorching Bow's okay, but it's nothing to write home about, at least like by itself without the charms and without any like good gear and all that stuff. Now, I would personally love to get more prayer, but I can't. Because I can only, currently with Elite CAs, I can only teleport here to this area 1 time per day. I don't want to go all the way across the city to come back here. So we'll just have to do with 99 prayer. God damn, I misclicked. Literally misclicked, and that's it. I think I'm dead here. Yeah. Okay, well, I died. That's so frustrating. I misclicked my prayer. I like clicked the very corner of the square of the prayer, which doesn't actually activate it. Very annoying. Okay, the spawn worked out wonderfully for me. The goal is to prayer like the last one, because I just don't have as much prayer as I would like. Kind of worked out perfectly. 3 Jads, and I use 2/3 of my prayer points with 2 Jads down. Just gotta kill this guy so he doesn't kill me throughout the course of the last Jad kill. And I am out of overload right now, so it's been over 5 minutes. But as soon as this thing dies, I won't have to use prayer anymore. The way you prayer flick against Jads is when the projectile comes out for mage, you can take your prayer off, and when you hear the sound for the range attack, you can turn your prayer off. Eventually you'll develop an intuition for that. I guess the sound happens at the same time as the animation too, if you wanted a visual cue, but you might end up losing prayer for holding it for a second. Okay, that is triple Jads with no supplies in the inventory. No one be outside, thank you. Okay, and now we're going to prepare for 3s and 5s speed. It's just going to be a range setup with chins. I think, for the healers. And we'll try our best. We'll see what the Scorching Bow does. We'll see what it does with Thralls as well in particular. So I'm looking forward to this. Triple Jads in under 3 minutes. This should be very doable with Thralls. And we get to see the Scorching Bow really work with the charm. Honestly, Scorching Bow is just not performing how I thought it would. Which is a huge L. Maybe Void is just not the play, and I just need a ton of range accuracy instead to really make this thing work. It's going to be very close. Alright. Let's see what it is. 2 seconds off is so cringe, dude. It's so cringe. Holy shit. Yikes. That's all I can say. Big yikes. I'm debating if I should just like really upgrade the range armor. I don't even know what I would upgrade to. I don't even know if this does better. Because a big problem I'm having is I'm just literally not hitting. Let's see what Carol's does. Okay, the max hit is significantly worse, like 6 or something off. I can't even speak highly about the accuracy though. The accuracy is so bad. What? The Scorching Bow is literally like a Bofa, by the way, so I'm just shocked that with a Trinket or a charm that the accuracy is just so piss poor from this thing. A mega spawn. Oh my god, that was a crazy clean spawn. Lucky me. If I get this CA with this setup, it is only because this spawn happened. Yeah, that spawn was just way too clean. And even so, I was still only 3 seconds off of the Void, so it seems like Void is better. I did get the speedrun for 3s though. We'll see about 5s. I might have to return with a better setup. Okay, so we're going to do another voiceover here. The following clips have had their audio be staticky when recording, which is a bit unfortunate. So I'm going to be doing a bit of a voiceover over it in the meantime. So start doing Toa. And first up, we're going to be doing all of the boss invocations, which is, much as it sounds like, we're just turning on all the boss invocations as low as the raid level can go. Kefri was definitely a bit of a challenge for sure. It's the hardest one in there, especially because, well, mainly because of Medic, making the fight last a lot longer, and doing it solo does make it take even longer as a result. Obviously, this is much better in teams. Then Akka is also considered extremely difficult when you have all of the indications on, but for me, I typically do this in the main game, so it was more than okay, especially with the buff Thrall. Got past that, and then we are at the end of Warden here to actually finish it. Maybe I'm the boss. That's the CA done. For the next one, I tried doing perfect CAs within Toa, but for perfect CAs for all of them, all the rooms, all the bosses have perfect combat achievements attached to them, and they all require 2 people, and I didn't have a second person at this time, so I went on my alt and I just did it myself. I just did it completely myself with my alt just standing there AFK. We got past the monkey room eventually, and then we went to Baba where it's just a simple red X. And then we're able to get perfect Baba as a result. And at this point I was feeling a bit confident in myself of like, oh, okay, I can actually do these duels by myself. That makes it a lot simpler. But because the challenge in Deadman mode really is just finding other people. It'd be like that. So here I am on my alt getting these perfect CAs out the way. I eventually hit up Kefri, and with Kefri, I noticed that the Scarab Swarms actually can drop a supply drop. In Deadman mode, basically anything has a chance of dropping from the global, like a rare drop table, but for Deadman specifically, it's a supply drop consisting of a couple items and sometimes an archaic emblem. In this case, it did drop some stuff for me from just a random swarm, so I thought that was... So I thought I could 1+1 Wardens just fine, like full insanity the entire fight, just do it completely perfectly. I was quickly humbled. Because I am in a duo and not a solo, the obelisk just kills me. Maybe there's a way to ticky against this, but it looks like it straight up kills me and I am hella shocked. So I decided not to do that one. Instead, moved on to a combat achievement called Fancy Feet, which is one where you have to do the Warden fight with melee only for parts 3 and 4, which is the enrage phase at the end when the floor starts to bounce up and down. And you need to do this with Insanity on. You need to do this at an expert raid level as well without dying yourself. Your partner, or alt in this case for me, doesn't have to be alive for you to get the CA. So I was a bit misinformed. I thought that it had to survive, so I tried to do like a little logout trick. But anyway, we end up getting all the way to the end with melee only, and Fang, honestly, is the way that I've just been killing the Warden, just in general. This is my best weapon. It beats Scorching Bow, at least from a vibes perspective. I didn't know until later that you can actually use Gearscape with the Deadman mode arms as well. There's a setting for it on the website. So there's a way to actually calculate what your best setup would be. However, just based on my experience doing tombs, Fang was just superior, strictly superior, while I have the Scorching Bow as my second best alternative, and alongside the Trident and Blowpipe and stuff. Maybe Crossbow would be better, but Fang just felt very consistent, obviously. So we end up using Fang. This challenge is supposed to be like a big deal because it's melee, but like melee is my preferred style for completing these raids so far with my current gear. Got that one out. There are also a bunch of TOA achievements to do at level 4, half level 4, for all the demi bosses with all of their respective invocations active. And you don't have to complete the raid to do these, the boss room specific one. What you can do actually is level up the raid to level 3 and then complete any of the other rooms. And then there's a chance of the room that you're going for, that particular combat achievement, it can level up to 4 at basically the beginning of the raid. So you don't actually have to complete the raid, and then you could, if you fail, you could just leave. So you can also throw on unlimited attempts and keep rerunning it over and over again. And that's what we did here. It took a little bit, but I was eventually able to get Baba to turn to level 4, and I was able to complete it. Then after Baba, we did hit up Kefri and were able to complete that one as well. So it wasn't too bad either. The Thrall really helps out a lot. Usually the CA is quite tedious, but the extra DPS you get from Thrall is definitely significant. Just getting some freebies out the way, things that I can do on my own before I have to call in squad. By a squad, I mean literally anyone who will PVM with me. I've been along this entire time, I've just been looking up everyone's kill count, anyone I come across, anyone who's wearing any kind of gear, and if they have kill count and things I want to do, I ask if they want to PVM. And that's how I've been making friends along the way in this journey. So there's a lot of trust that goes on, and I've been very blessed so far. I guess honesty is the best policy, as they say. It seems to be working out. Honestly, that encounter kind of inspired me to just add this into my own raids. On the main game, I do 530s because I take keepback off, but I could just add it. I feel like I can actually handle it. Regardless, that's all of the level 4 all invocation stuff with Tombs of a Masket. Unfortunately now, the only things I really have left are either pretty difficult without a yellow Karis. I might come back to it at some point, but it's just like one. And the other ones need another person to do. And this one's just very difficult. I don't really want to do it with a Scorching Bow and without a yellow Karis to get the Fang kit. So I could come back and do that at some point too if I want to. But most of these though, I need a second person. So we'll be back here with a second person eventually. I mean, since we happen to have done all 3 at once in the same raid, it was already time for Warden. So yeah, I guess I could just finish this. I didn't really expect to, but yeah, I could definitely just finish it. Oh no, it's super slow, Warden. Oh no. Okay, I'm not skipping skulls. We're just gonna go in and smash all of them because I have no idea how long I'd have to wait before they all blow up. Okay, it looks like we got it. This is gonna be the 25th Volcano and last Volcano I'll ever do on this server. Thank goodness. Yes, there we go. All right, shout out to I Won't Talk to You, and shout out to Pockies as well. Very grateful to have this over with. I stayed up because hard to find people to do things with on Deadman. I happened to find 2 people that were down to do Volcano, and now we have it greened. So never have to worry about this again. Thank goodness. Find a blood rune at the blood altar? How about bind this dick, bro? What the fuck? Well, I guess I'm doing the Karen Elite Diary. Fucking, what kind of fucking clue is this? Through the power of great camaraderie, I may be able to source all these items for the clue, which is so epic. Nice. Oh. First rats. I'm keeping this cloak, motherfucker. Okay. So we have an Araxor test. And I'm gonna try to do 10 kills in one trip, but I'm not gonna use a scout ahead, even though I really should. I might actually change my decision later because I have too many items. So now I'm actually putting a few extra items on my scout. Honestly, not bad at all. I got hit off prayer by one mage attack because I ran away, but it's what the Stadius Hammer puts in work. Nice. This should be the one where Araxor doesn't move. There we go. That's a GM task apparently. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if thrall damage will count for perfect Araxor 2. It does. And I got speed trials. Very nice. Very cool. That's a tough one to get out the way, especially without a ballista. I think I need to come back here with some kind of a heavy range weapon or something because it's honestly proving pretty difficult to get 10 kills in one trip. Maybe I took too many restores because I always get hit half the HP of the reflection spider. Oh, I don't even get XP. That's so lame. I get no XP from this boss. Also, I miss speedrunner because I don't know. The setup is just very slow, I guess. Oh, it's possible that I missed the speed time because I was spending my time stepping under Araxor for perfect speed, for perfect Araxor 2. Let's see if we can get 3 more kills. We need 1 more supply drop to make the 3 kills. This feels very much like being in max using a scythe on the main game. Okay, Arachnid Lover, that's 10 kills in one trip and 2 Dragon Plate legs. We love to see that. Good money. I think I'm 1 away from the speedrun as well, and I didn't do the perfect Araxor stuff, so I'm going to stay for 1 more kill. See how that goes. We'll see if this counts or if I have to do it from the beginning of the trip. Yeah, it looks like I have to do it from the beginning. Oh well. Should be the speedrunner coming up on this kill. Oh my goodness, please. That should be it very smoothly. Yep, there's the speedrunner. Okay, so it's just like 2 more BS tasks, I would say, for Araxor. We have to kill Araxor after destroying 6 eggs, which is a thing, and kill Araxor without having venom or poison immunity, which is also a thing. We could do that in 1 trip, and then we need to have an exploding Araxite kill 3 others. So it's basically a lot of damage taking that we have to do. And the rest is getting up to 75 kills, which is the rest of the task and then 1 more task. Let's see if this does the venom one as well. Just Relaxor. Okay. Brother, come here. What the fuck? Lazy hell. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Jeez, I was gonna be so annoyed. I was already annoyed. That's all. That's 3 with 1 Araxor thing. Okay, so they did a super annoying thing, which is that this CA requires that you don't have poison immunity either, which I don't quite understand because it does nothing for you because you get venomed here. It should be if you don't have venom immunity, but whatever. They want us to do this CA, no poison, no venom immunity. So before, when I was doing Araxor, when you do an anti-venom potion like this one, anti-venom plus, you actually have poison immunity for like 12 minutes. So I was just like AFKing at the bank for it to run out. Unlucky. So now we don't have it. We don't have poison or venom immunity. It's just going to be a regular schmegular kill. Not really sure why this is a thing. It's more like a gear check than anything, or like a brew simulator. And we should be all wrapped up shortly. Okay, that should be it. Yep, let it seep in. Now we can cure our venom. And the only thing left now is to do kill count. Yep, it's literally just kill it 75 times. That's it. Right after a PB, I just got 59 seconds for a PB. This is 25 Araxor kills. The only one left for all of Araxor is to do 75 kills. So I'll need another task for that, but I'll just wrap up this one and get to like 50 kills, and then we should be on our way. Nothing? You can get nothing as a drop? Okay. Very nice. Clue scroll. We can get a hard clue and then attempt another master. Okay. We just got some head. All right, that's the task. 51 Araxors killed. Just one more left. Well, one more task left. 24 more kills, which I can also get through spider tasks. So I don't necessarily need to get Araxor as a task. I can get spiders as a task while I skip for other things that I need. And we can come back to Araxor through those at some point. And that's it.